I don't want to sound bragging, but I think it was my personality from the very beginning.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I wasn't, I was never too shy,
Mm.
and I'm very vocal. Even in the beginning, I'm very passionate in the game, even from my first early years. So I think it
Mm.
was very strong in a sense, very strong personality. So I think that was that. So I was always groomed to be a leader because even in high school, I already took leadership roles as early as then. So I think it just showed in my personality that I was capable.
Mhm.
So I think it was really just that natural that's like that na, and I guess in the team parang wala. I think it just really came about.
So how did you like gain their trust naman? Like yung mga bata, like was it more of because of your play, like you were exceptional, so since nagsasalita ka, mas nakikinig sila kaysa yung mga ibang players naman from like kung, excuse me, from like other sports, kunwari nagsasalita pero wala namang ginagawa. Do you think that also contributed, or were there other, aspects of why they followed you?
Why they would listen to me? I don't know why they would listen to me. I'm kidding. I don't know. I guess I think in sports there's natural seniority. So I guess when you're older, they have no choice but to listen to you.
Yeah.
So that's one. And second, I guess it's just again, siguro I wasn't as shy as everybody else. So and gaining their trust would really entail a lot of um getting to know them also. It isn't just because you're old and you're a senior and then you start telling them what to do and then you'll expect them to listen to you. Of course you have to
Mhm.
gain that by getting to know them, also being there for them, making sure that uh they're also cared for and that you trust them and you believe in them, especially in their skills, because that's what, of course, they want to reach their own goals and they
Mm.
struggle sometimes. So of course, you also have to be there for them. So it's kind of like also just being an ate,
Mm. So
kind of just
yung
like that.
yeah, yung sinasabi mo nung dati na nagsa-struggle ka, ano namang aspects yun na nag-struggle ka, and ano yung naging process mo in developing that? Like, ano, because you said na vocal ka nga and you have the leadership by example trait naman. So, what was it like for the struggles naman?
The struggle of what again?
Leadership,
Sorry.
of leader,
Okay.
being a leader, or like being a captain. Yeah.
Uh, um, my struggles, I think, was just really knowing what to do or knowing what to say. Because
Ah, okay.
in as much as um, I'm a senior, quote unquote, or I'm the leader,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you also don't know what to do, 'di ba? Parang you're also trying to figure a lot of stuff out. So you never really know if what you're saying is right or if what you're telling them is actually right. But you hope it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's sort of a struggle also. Also to know how to balance it. Siyempre,
Mm-hmm.
'di ba may time na kailangan mo sila sayaan and let them figure it out by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's also the struggle of frustration because you want them to do a certain thing but they can't or they don't
Yeah.
understand it. There's nothing personal about it, but there's those struggles of also sometimes these are different people, so they have different personalities, um and sometimes you don't see eye to eye even, diba? You have different
Mm-hmm.
perspectives, so I think the struggle is really finding the middle ground to all of that, because in a team, honestly, diba, the lineup is 14, but sometimes you're more than that and you have to make sure that everybody kind of gets along. There's a middle ground because
Mm-hmm.
it's more than just telling them what to do on court. So building a team would also entail making sure that yung samahan okay,
Mm-hmm.
the mentality is good, um, your mindset is in one place because it has to be as a team, diba? So I think those are the bigger struggles that I've encountered before to put
Mm-hmm.
all of that 14 minds plus the coaches sometimes, so more all in one place where it hopefully works well together and jives well together.
Yeah, and for sure that was all worth it when you guys won against UST in season 81. But then there was also news na parang you weren't sure na that you were gonna come back pa for that season. Like you were thinking about it thoroughly with I don't know, and you were also like asking other people if you'd go back, ganon. So, when you guys won, tas nag-finals MVP ka pa, like, what was, like, running through your mind naman na parang all the sacrifices were worth it, na yun nga, yung struggles mo rin as being one of the main cogs of the team, like, how was it like na parang nagbunga lahat nung pinaghirapan mo rin when you guys won? When you naman as a senior now?
When we won against UST, that was um I can't even describe it pa rin. We didn't expect it, definitely. We were hoping
Mm.
we'd get it, but at some point there were doubts for sure. Kasi game
Mhm.
one, hmm, game one was so bad. And we were
Mm.
just like, okay, what now?
Mm.
And then game two was head to head. And we didn't know, but winning it made it so much sweeter because it
Mhm.
was a struggle talaga. And even in before the season, we were pegged to be in the final four. The predictions that they had. We were pegged to be in the final
Mm.
four, but we honestly weren't sure if we were. And the goal was the finals. The first goal was the finals. But we weren't sure, and we
Mhm.
we didn't even know who we were gonna face. We thought we were facing LaSalle, who we didn't even beat in the eliminations.
Yeah, they
Um,
lost. Sayang.
well,
Yeah.
thank God they lost, but but yeah, when we won it going back to that moment, parang wala. It was a dream come true again for all of us, especially me and my fellow seniors, sina Kat, sina Maddie. Kasi nga, at least me and Maddie mainly, and Kim. It was really
Mm.
our last year. Kat said it was her last year, but it wasn't.
She came back for
So,
one game. I
yeah,
know, two
so it
games,
was
two games.
really our last chance to get it. And
Mm.
our first championship was when we were in first year, season 77. And we were rookies. And parang like I said, diba, parang that felt like it, not that we didn't contribute, pero syempre that felt like, mainly because we had a veteran team also, and we got into it, and then we helped definitely, but we worked so hard after that, and we couldn't get it for 3 seasons. The season before that we were third.
Mhm.
um so yeah, it was really the goal, as in we would cry about it sometimes. Na
Mm.
we wanted it so bad because the UAAP championship is such a feat na talagang minsan, everybody wants it obviously, pero hindi mo talaga alam kung makukuha mo siya. And given that you have a time limit to get it in that sense,
Mm.
it was so wow.
Yeah. It's a terrific run for you guys kasi, like, honestly nga, I thought UST had a chance to win it kasi in game one it was like dominated. I don't expect it to be dominating, pero yun pala, Coach O did some terrific adjustments and you guys didn't
Yeah,
even.
game 1, as in wala kami nagawa sa UST nun.
Yeah.
And that was
Baka
the first
malas
time
kasi
UST
Araneta.
beat, since I was in Ateneo, that was the first time UST beat us in the UAP.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was really like shocked. As in parang not that they
Yeah.
beat us, they were good enough to beat us, but I was like, okay, what the heck do we do? Like maybe this isn't for us. Maybe we came here. What if we got here to just get here? What if yun
Mm.
na yun? So of course all of those doubts came.
Yeah, tsaka 'di ba mahirapan kayo kasi nung last season din natalo kayo sa FEU yata nung Final Four, eh. So
Mm-hmm.
parang was saying na parang baka
Yeah,
maulit
even in
pa.
FEU, for
Mm.
81, we lost game 1 in the semis. So medyo
Oh,
struggle
yeah,
talaga.
oo.
Pero yun nga, it made it a lot sweeter in the
Mm.
end.